I knew I would be kicked off the live session if I shared my opinion, but I did it anyways and I was kicked off. And so this is like my explanation. I was on a live session in TikTok yesterday. I was going through the live sessions on TikTok, and I got into one that was basically asking why is relationships failing in Nigeria, romantic relationships that like boy and girlfriend relationship and marriage relationships. Why is that failing? And so a lot of women were in the group. Somehow this kind of conversations always draws women. So, and most of the argument was centered around men are sensitive, men are very emotional, men are violent, misogyny, and stuff like that. Men are broke, that's why they can't handle women in relationships. So, there was a guy that was about to talk. She was like, "Oh, you've been talking. We can't have you talk again. Let's get another person." So later, the guy, he left the chat. And she was like, "Oh, why did the guy leave?" And one girl was like, "Maybe it's the way you talk to him." She was like, "Oh, I didn't do anything. I talked to him well. What does it mean? Why is he so that kind of becoming defensive?" So they asked me, and I was like, I think one thing that is happening in relationships these days is that we have a society now that caters to women's needs. You can see it in the movies you watch, you can see it in the sitcoms, you can see it in the influences, you can see it in the women rights movements, right? That is affecting every area of Africa. And this one thing about these movements, even though they are good, a lot of it is good, but one major thing they do is that they don't push women to be accountable for their actions. They don't tell women that to be in relationship, something is expected of you. you know like for example, a man in a relationship is expected to provide this, but the role of a woman is one of those things that seems to be underplayed. If you're a traditional housewife, they look at it like maybe you don't have sense, that's why you don't want to go and work and make money. And some women believe that, oh, now I'm making money, I don't have to take care of you. But yet they want everything that is expected of the man. He should provide the finances and stuff like that, but they feel they don't have any responsibility to the man. And then when men talk about, oh, this, it becomes, oh, why is he always complaining? He's always whining, he's a weak man, he's insecure. The reality of the situation is men, you know, men's needs are simple. They want to be respected, which means they want to feel like their opinion counts in things, and they want to be taken care of. They want to come to a home that feels like a place he doesn't want to leave. And somehow this thing gets overlooked.